Welcome to Doing More. I'm Erica Cardenas. As our global population continues to grow, it's never been more important to build a more diverse, equitable, and inclusive culture. While we nationally commemorate Pride Month during the month of June, the LGBTQIA+ communities also come together to celebrate the freedom of being themselves. Pride Month is a time when people gather in observance of the struggles that have been affecting a community for decades. It's a time to celebrate as a community in overcoming discrimination and prejudice. Most Pride events take place each year in June, although some cities hold their celebrations at other times of the year. And an organization that truly understands the importance of engaging, embracing, and empowering is 1 in 10. It's an organization where youth are being nurtured, challenged, and are being raised for tomorrow's future. Take a look.
1 in 10 was founded in 1993 as really a grassroots place, a safe space for LGBTQ youth and young adults. For those of you that remember the 90s, it wasn't a time where someone could really be out in their school, in their daily life, and so this was a place where folks could come together and find community in a safe way. Fast forward to today, 1 in 10 is still doing the same thing, providing a safe space. Now, we've also are providing so many other programs as the face of the LGBTQ community has changed. Now, fortunately, youth are coming out earlier and earlier, and that's a beautiful thing, but it also means that some of them are perhaps experiencing homelessness because of family rejection or other challenges that they may have. 1 in 10 is here for them and able to walk beside them on this journey to ensure that they become the best adult that they can be. Some of the services that 1 in 10 youth and young adults receive really run the gamut. I always like to remind people that a 1 in 10 youth looks like any youth. They could be taking the city bus and light rail for hours to get to our downtown Phoenix Youth Center just so they can take a safe shower, get clean clothes, food, and basic necessities. They could also be dropped off by their supportive parent because they just want to find community and be around other youth just like them. So our programs have to respond to that entire gamut of need. At the end of the day, though, what I have found so interesting in my 7 years with the organization is that all of these youth, regardless of their background, really have the same need of needing to see other people like themselves and finding community. That's the real secret of 1 in 10, is providing that safe space that allows for the youth to come together and really support one another. Homelessness across America is frankly an epidemic at this point. For youth experiencing homelessness, it's even worse. Youth experiencing homelessness are defined as ages 18 to 24. Through our supportive housing program, PON, we're able to quickly get them rehoused in an apartment home in the community that they want to live in, and then we provide all the wraparound services, including our incredible navigation team that helps them to create budgets, to understand what they should be buying for food, and all of the different pieces that they still need to develop into as they become young adults. And then with the ultimate goal of graduating to independent living in 6 to 12 months, and then they are out on their own, but we are still there to support them until the age of 25. 1 in 10 staff members really take the cake in terms of they show up each and every day ready to help our young people, support them, and really work to amplify their voice. We are not the voice of our youth. Our youth have incredibly strong, loud voices, but 1 in 10 and our incredible staff are here to assist and again, walk beside them to ensure that they have everything that they need.
1 in 10's mission is to serve LGBTQIA+ youth and young adults ages 11 to 24 and enhance their lives by providing empowering social and service programs that promote self-expression, self-acceptance, leadership development, and healthy life choices. For more information, go to 1in10.org. I'll be back with more on Doing More right after this. Welcome back to Doing More. We're here at 1 in 10 celebrating diversity, equity, and inclusivity during Pride Month. Did you know 1 in 10 has a housing program called Promise of a New Day, or PON Housing Program, and provides housing solutions for LGBTQIA+ and allied youth ages 18 to 24 who are experiencing homelessness. The housing program is supported through resource navigation from their housing specialists. They also make a connection with shelters and housing programs supported by the community. The 1 in 10 housing specialist will assist with the filing of the promise of a new day or pond application. For more information, head over to the website. Employees of the Southwest region of Cox Communications and their families participated in the Cox Charities Virtual 5K fundraiser benefiting the American Red Cross. Take a look.
2 years ago, our Las Vegas market participated in what's called a virtual 5K. This year, our Arizona market also joined in that virtual 5K. Basically, what we have was about 400 of our employees, family members who went outside and just walked. They biked, they hiked, they did whatever it was to get to that virtual 5K as a way to raise money for a nonprofit organization. This year, the nonprofit organization was the American Red Cross.
So on behalf of Cox, Arizona, and our more than 3,000 employees, we want to present a check to the American Red Cross for more than $10,000 for our Cox Charities Virtual 5K, and want to say thank you for everything that you do in our community and all the help and assistance you provide to those that are in need.
I'm honored by the fact that Cox Communications went out of their way. They're employees, right? Their employees can be doing anything, any day, and what they've done is they've gone out and they've done a 5K, right? And raised money for the American Red Cross. And it was a huge and incredibly generous donation that came through the employees of Cox Communications. And I can assure you, if I could talk to an employee of Cox right now, I would tell them that, you went out and maybe you ran a 5K or you walked a 5K. Guess what you really did? You probably helped to save somebody's life.
We were so excited that we'll raise over $35,000 this year in our virtual 5K walk. And I have to tell you, the virtual 5K is so aligned with our culture. Our focus is on taking care of people, whether it's our employees, whether it's our customers, in this case, our community. Our employees live here, they want to make a difference. So this virtual 5K not only benefited the American Red Cross, but our employees also benefited as well. Cox Communication has been a long-time partner and a supporter of the American Red Cross. I'm also a board member of the American Red Cross. So for us, this is very important because you think about the mission and the vision of what the American Red Cross is doing, and it absolutely aligns with our values of helping and making a difference in the community.
I just would like to take this moment to thank the employees of Cox Communications. You have gone above and beyond to help our organization. And I think that permeates not only Cox Communications, your employees, but your leadership. And I am just very humbled by the generosity of all of you and everything that you've been able to do to support us. And I look forward to continuing that partnership. It's a great bond between Cox Communications and the American Red Cross.
We traveled to Kansas City and visited Giving the Basics, where they bring dignity, health, and opportunities to the community. Take a look.
Here at Giving the Basics, we distribute out hygiene products to different organizations and schools in town. Hygiene products are not covered by government assistance programs, so you can't use SNAP or WIC or EBT to buy anything like soap or deodorant, body wash, toilet paper. So our hope is just that anyone in our community who's going without these items has access to them at any point in time, just so that they can lead a healthy and clean life. You aren't going to feel very good about yourself, and you're not going to feel confident or have self-respect if you're not clean and you don't have access to these items. So our hope is just that anyone who needs it can have access to it at any point in time.
It makes a huge difference. Some of the clients that we serve who are food assistance recipients don't have the opportunity or the resources of the hygiene product that some of us do. So by having the products in-house, it just provide a different level of care to the clients that we serve.
The other way that we kind of help our community is that a lot of the nonprofits that we serve already are purchasing things like hygiene products for their clients or people that they are serving. So if it's a shelter, they're housing these people, and so they need things like shampoo and conditioner and body wash for the people that are staying there. So then we're able to alleviate some costs for those other nonprofits that we serve so that they're not having to purchase those items. It's just 4 people on staff, and so we need as many volunteers as we possibly can. They do all of our work in our warehouse, and as you've seen, they just do a fantastic job.
I've been volunteering here for quite a long time, and every single time I have a lot of fun. I keep coming back because it's always fun. They always have a lot of loud music playing, and it's just a good environment, and it just makes me feel a lot better knowing that I'm helping out people that need it.
I volunteer at Giving the Basics because I've come here a couple times and I've always had such a positive experience. It's a great environment, and I love helping out at an organization that goes to such a good cause and helps families in our community.
The second way to help is you can host a dignity drive. So we bring out these big barrels out into your business or your work or your school or your church. We drop them off, we make it super easy, and we collect hygiene products that way through different various outlets and drives. And then the third way to help is financial donations. All financial donations go straight to product purchases.
I own a dental practice in town, and we've decided as our office to monthly supply Giving the Basics with toothbrushes and floss because we feel very passionately about people having clean teeth and can't imagine those in need going without, and it's our small contribution to Giving the Basics, and it's been a lot of fun.
There are a couple of different ways to reach our organization. Our website is givingthebasics.org/Wichita. You can find all of our information about drives, about volunteering, about donating on there, as well as who we serve. If you want to send us an email, you can send an email to wichita@givingthebasics.org, and we are happy to answer any questions that you have.
Giving the Basics understands that hygiene products help students avoid being rejected or bullied, and it allows them to attend school with their heads held high, which better prepares them to learn. Become part of the solution by visiting their website. What a great way of doing more. Don't go away, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Doing More, where we shine a light on the good things happening in our communities. We're here at 1 in 10 celebrating diversity, equity, and inclusivity during Pride Month. Diversity is a natural state of being for the human race. In fact, it's what our survival depends on. And so it's important to recognize that diversity is absolutely fundamental to our surviving, but it's also absolutely key to a thriving humanity. Bringing together people of various backgrounds with different life experiences can generate ideas or perspectives, which in turn makes this world a better place. And one organization deeply committed to awarding and celebrating diversity, equity, and inclusivity in the workplace is Cox Communications. Take a look.
In the 100-plus year history of Cox Communications, the company's always had a strong commitment to inclusion, diversity, and equity. And back in 2014, we decided to take that to the next level in our Las Vegas market by creating the Cox Diversity Scholarship Program. And flash forward now, it's 2022, and we've expanded that program to the Arizona markets as well. So we now have this program covering all of our Southwest region.
And I'm planning to go to Harvard University.
University of Texas at Dallas.
Major in economics at UNR.
SUU, Southern Utah University.
I'm Lindsay D. Davis, and I attend Estrella Foothills High School. I've been admitted to University of Arizona's W.A. Franke Honors College. I'm going in as a declared neuroscience and cognitive sciences major. I went to dual major in psychology and have an emphasis or a minor in computer science.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Soshin, and I'm a Cox Diversity Scholar. The scholarship means a lot to me. It's going to help fund studying abroad and also my education here at the University of Arizona. I'm studying physiology here, and I'm very excited.
I'm Joshua Soshin, and I'm a Cox Diversity Scholar. This scholarship will give me the ability to focus on my education, and it means a lot that I'm recognized for my hard work and giving back to the community.
The way the Cox Diversity Scholarship works is that a student has to be a graduating senior from high school with at least a 2.5 GPA and a demonstrated commitment to leadership and community service. And we partner with some of our best local nonprofit organizations that represent ID&E to help us select the winners. We also utilize our own Cox employees as volunteers to help in the selection process as well.
It really means a lot to me that from all these people, I was one of those that was chosen, that I stood out, and it means a lot to have others see me in such a way. Knowing that people out there see the things I'm interested in and what to do and are giving me a thumbs up and go ahead for that, and would support me in that. It's amazing.
planning on going to Loyola Marymount University.
At UNLV, and I'm going to major in biology.
Going to UNLV and studying in accounting.
Cox has long had a commitment to inclusion, diversity, and equity, not just in our employment and in our community giving and engagement, but also, as we've now discovered with the Diversity Scholarship, is helping those kids that represent those diverse backgrounds and diverse organizations to achieve the most that they can. And by being able to go to college, this is just one small piece that we can do to help them along their educational journey. And it ties exactly into Cox's core values.
Cox Enterprises has launched a tour goal to empower 34 million people to live more prosperous lives by the year 2034, Las Vegas being one of those cities. Take a look.
I'm so excited today to see the launch of 34 by 34 here in Southern Nevada.
At the core of what we're doing is to make the world better for the next generation. 34 by 34 really operationalizes that mission statement.
This is a beautiful venue and really focused on one of the things that's so important to the company, and that's conservation.
Very special initiative with a local company that is preserving really valuable farmland and helping educate our young children about where good, organic, natural food comes from.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys today. With this donation that you guys are giving us, which will allow us to replace the trees that are dying out, and that just daisy chains on down to people who come out and pick fruits and vegetables and the cider that we create. We wouldn't be able to expand that operation without Cox's help.
It aligns with Cox values to shape a better world through individual and corporate responsibility. I think they're going to be pumped to see what we're doing with the Boys and Girls Club and Opportunity Village.
We'd like to present a $5,000 donation today to Stacy Ostrow, Vice President of Philanthropy.
Cox is a tremendous partner in the community. They help so many nonprofit organizations, including us. And the more all of these nonprofits rise, the more all of us rise. And it just makes for a better community because we're helping so many people, and they are just truly, truly invested in helping the community.
The initiative is bold, right? And that's part of what we want to be at Boys and Girls Club.
We'd like to present $5,000 to the Boys and Girls Clubs.
Thank you. We want our kids to think bold, but also act on it. What are the things that they need to do to get to their goals? That's all part of this initiative and really meshes seamlessly with our mission.
The raised garden beds that are going to support the Boys and Girls Clubs and the hydroponic kits. I know my team especially is thrilled to be part of that.
I do know that it will make a big impact for the families that are able to receive the support, the education, and all the other resources that are tied into this campaign.
You hear people say what our values are, but for us to actually show up and be who we say we are makes it a really proud moment for me as an employee to get behind what our company is doing.
We're about a good business, but we're really about, doing something better for our communities.
If you look at the turnout here today, it just shows you that our employees are proud to be part of a company that has a commitment to not only the communities, but their development.
Getting them exposed to what we're doing in the community is really important. Again, it's living out those values.
Could not be more thrilled to celebrate 34 by 34 and all these employees that are making it happen every day.
Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Feeling inspired? To watch more uplifting stories from doing more, visit YurView.com.
Welcome back to Doing More. We're here at 1 in 10 celebrating diversity, equity, and inclusion during Pride Month. Our final stop was at the Joy Bus, a nonprofit whose sole purpose is to relieve the daily struggles of people with cancer by delivering a fresh and healthy meal.
Oh my gosh, this looks so good. We love coming here for breakfast or lunch.
We do too. I wonder how long we've been coming here, maybe 6 years or so? How did you find this?
Well, my brother Steve, who's a cancer survivor, located on Yelp when he was here visiting from Indiana. Loved it, told us, the rest is history. We're here as often as we can get here.
What was the story behind the start of this?
Well, Jennifer had a friend, Joy, who was struggling with ovarian cancer. And she started, being Jennifer, cooking for her and delivering home-cooked meals and a visit to Joy every week just to help keep her spirits up. Hence the name Joy Bus.
Everything is made with the cancer patient's care in mind. All the meals are made with fresh, organic, non-GMO ingredients, and they're delivered each week by volunteers.
Well, the nice thing is this is really more than a meal. You know, you get the home visit, obviously, from the volunteers bringing the food, but they spend a little bit of time with you. It's kind of inspirational, it's encouraging. When you deal with cancer patients, and I've been a cancer survivor myself, that whole time period during treatment is so critical to have you stay positive. And that's what this home visit does.
And we're both cancer survivors, and we know every time we come here, we're actually helping fund that great project.
It's really great what she's been able to do, especially during COVID times when she had to close the diner, which helps support her program. But she kept her meal delivery program going with her volunteers, and in fact, grew it immensely during COVID. And now she's reopened the diner.
She takes care of over 100 patients a week right now.
Yeah, well, if you haven't heard the good news, there's an expansion plan. A new home for the Joy Bus Diner. It's 4,000 square feet, it's really close by, and because of that, we're gonna probably have 300 meal visits a week.
And this project, as I understand, is gonna triple that.
And with the community partnerships, the larger kitchen, larger pantry, Jennifer and her volunteers are going to be able to do up to 2,500 meals a week. And then Jennifer, of course, is now creating something brand new. It's an organic food pantry for cancer patients, and she's always wanted to give back, so Jennifer is going to actually create a new culinary training program for young adults who have also been affected by cancer. It's incredible.
It's amazing how this has grown in a mere 10 years.
Oh.
From her 2 friends she was delivering meals to who were suffering from cancer, to what we have now, and her dream of growing it so much bigger.
The Joy Bus Diner really does need our help to do all this amazing work. It's going to take businesses, individuals, foundations to fund this project.
Well, we clearly have a lot of work to do, so eat up and let's get to work.
But remember what Jennifer always says.
Make it happen!
I want to thank 1 in 10 for having us today as we celebrate diversity, equity, inclusion, and most importantly, love. During the month of June, Americans come together to celebrate Pride Month and to raise awareness of the LGBTQIA+ community. It's an important annual event that can be fun and lighthearted, but also carries heavy and somber memories of painful exclusion, past and present. Although small, it's a significant step in demonstrating the strength and efforts in advancing diversity, equity, and inclusion. So let's keep embracing love. I'm Erica Cardenas. See you next time.